Hello. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mallory. I'm on my walk and of course it's noisy. Last night my mom and I decided not to go to that meditation class that we got invited to. We stayed home, took care of some things, worked out at the gym. I'm really sweaty because the heat index says it's 101, and I'm taking a bigger walk today. It's 2:58 and I'd be hold on. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tap the Fitbit. I've done 3,082 steps and my Fitbit is at 17% battery, so I have to charge that when I get home. Here comes the UPS. There's been trucks, landscaping vehicles, people in cars, golf carts, all sorts of things. But tonight we're gonna eat out for dinner and go to the grocery store. So my mom and I, well, here's what happened. Let's like back it up a second, because like you saw me, then you hadn't seen me, and so I ended up taking a nap. And it wasn't intentional. I didn't realize how tired I was, and I am a firm believer that if you need a nap, like, you take one. So I was like in bed, just like chilling on my bed, and I was like, oh, I'll watch like 1 or 2 YouTube videos. I don't really remember much after that, like what my thought process was or what I was gonna do next. So my mom came into my room. She's like, do you want to come with me? Like, we'll go get dinner. Like, we'll go to the drugstore. Like, we'll do this. We'll do that. Blah, 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 blah. And I was debating. But she could see I looked very tired. Because I was like, half asleep. Trying to stay awake. And so she said to me, you think about it. I'm going to go, like, change my shoes, get ready, whatever. And lo and behold, I fell asleep. Next thing I know, my mom's waking me up. She's like, I got you a pizza. She got me Domino's. It wasn't my typical order, but it wasn't bad. So she's like helping me like get out of bed because I'm like half asleep. Still in my right eyes doing it. I don't want to wake up yet move. So she's like guiding me into the kitchen. She's like, do you need anything? I'm like, a napkin would be nice. So, ate the pizza, then we went for a walk, and it was like the longest walk that I've been on in a while because, you know, it's hot out. So, I was getting a little concerned at times. I'm like, ugh. But what ended up being problematic was my left leg, and I was like, oh boy. And then we went to the gym, and by then I was like so hot and tired. I really didn't want to like work out, so I was just gonna do some random stuff and lay on the nice big mat that they have that's kind of like a table and just do my thing. And I was borrowing one of their foam rollers, and I was like trying to work out my piriformis because it got aggravated on Monday, and it's been bugging me on and off. And then, lo and behold, this lady comes in. She has a name. I don't remember what it is, but she's back. So she goes and works out at night on the treadmill. But she likes to dim the lights, and then it gets kind of depressing in the gym. You'd think it'd be like, ooh, ambient lighting, like, ooh, set the mood. But no, I like all the lights on in the gym. It makes it very bright and cheerful. So I'm going, okay, well, I can't just, like, lay here and, like, you know, do my online class. I got, no. So, so as you saw, my mom was on the elliptical. I thought, let me work out my legs a little bit, and I was just like, no. So then my mom So then I decided I'm just gonna like chill by the leg press machine, but not really use it, just kind of like lean back and just like hang out. And so my mom, she's like, oh, it got really hot. So she took a break, came over to say howdy do, and wanted to know like what was up. And so I was telling her I had this issue. So that is back. And she's like, well, I have a suggestion. And I kept like telling her like everything that she didn't really need to know. I'm like, well, let me tell you a story. She's like, let me stop you there and tell you my suggestion. I'm like, go ahead. Tonight I just kept interrupting her. Like she would start talking and then I'd like interrupt. So she's like, you're reminding me. I reminded her of my grandparents and I was just like, sorry, like, I don't know. Anyways, I was in rare old form. But she said, you had this problem before and your trainer fixed it. I said, well, what he did was we spent like a good chunk of the hour during my workout doing these different kind of stretches and whatnot. And I got alleviation. Is that a word? Like the pain like went bye-bye. I said I still ended up in PT, but like it was just great relief. And normally if I'm on the stationary bike for too long and my piriformis, which I feel like what the hell is that? Because I'm just like, it is a muscle, I believe, in it goes on a diagonal in your butt. So for me it's my left butt cheek always since 2010. That starts at like the top like of kind of like where your what the hell is that thing called? Your spine, and then on a diagonal goes like around towards the very like inner part, like by your tailbone. And so when the piriformis is inflamed or like there's an issue with it, then it kind of pinches on that sciatic nerve. So here's a little health lesson. Because a lot of times I'm like, oh, I have sciatica, my L4, like the disc is like herniated, like I go there with all these things, and it's like really it's this piriformis muscle that's like acting up because it's inflamed or whatever. So my mom's like, write him a note, see if he has any time tomorrow, like just like 30 minutes, like a little something, like do a little whatever, get some relief. Because I was gonna like book myself a massage. I mean, I still am, I just don't know when. Also today I missed my haircut appointment to get my hair cut. The day that I went for my color consultation, that was the day that we scheduled the haircut and the color, pardon me, thingy for me to get my, I knew the haircut was August and the hair color is happening in September. And so when that was going down, like booking the appointments, I was fading fast in the chair and I just needed to like go get dinner. So I wasn't paying attention, and then no one wrote it down for my mom and she forgot. So how this salon works is like they work through just like texting you, like you can't really call and be like ta-da. So she was texting the salon, or at least the person that was gonna cut my hair, to say like, oh, I forgot when like Mallory's appointment was, like, can you please tell me? And they never got back to us. And so my mom's like, she's like, you missed your haircut appointment. And she only knew that because the girl who was going to cut my hair is texting like, it's 4:30, are you guys coming? Like, are you coming or what? And so then my mom, like, was texting back, like, I never heard from you guys, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody else in the salon texted her to be like, is Mallory okay? Like, she didn't show, so on and so forth. And my mom again, like, replied, like, I did text, you know, this person and blah, blah, blah. So she's like, I hope you don't get charged, like, a cancellation fee. I'm like, well, we're just gonna have to go in the salon ourselves and show them the text messages and be like, listen, it's not our fault. Sort of, I don't know. Anyways, so that happened while I was napping, I guess. And then the gym, so I'm like busy writing a note, and then I see I'm down for Aquafit. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to the, swimming. I said, I see him in the morning. And my mom's like, what? He's not here tomorrow? I'm like, no, I see him in the morning. So for Aquafit, so I said, so in my head I'm going, okay, that's from 10 to 11. He's leaving around 2:30 on Friday. So, like, I would do, like, if he has the time, that is. I'm like, oh, I would do Aquafit. I'd, like, fly home, if only I had wings, and then I would change. I would eat some lunch, and then go and do, like, a little stretchy, get some relief, call it a day, and, like, just have that, like, note to self, and make him to make a note, like, to check in on it, make sure all is well. But as I'm sitting here before I went to, like, film this clip to talk for an hour and let you know where we last left off, it dawned on me. I'm like, ooh, leg lifts and, like, any exercise where you can feel the burn in your butt. It's all about getting that glute fired up, because even though you're, like, in agony, and trust me, you are, it actually takes the pain away. So, like, that... for the amount, so maybe I could be like, listen, let's go back to doing our leg lifts like we were, and then let's stretch it out, and, like, call it a day. And then I want to talk to him and say, am I sitting on this bike funny? Like, should I just never ride a stationary bike again? Is there a way to combat this issue? You know, do I, like, bring a pillow to sit on? Like, that'd be silly. And then say to him, or let him know, like, I do come to the gym most nights. I go on the elliptical, which has never been a problem, so therefore it shouldn't be one now. The arm machines, you've shown me how to use them, so I don't think that's an issue. The leg machines, you know, I don't think I could be working my legs too much, and that could be an issue. But it doesn't hurt to let him know everything and ask questions. It also could be partly, like, because normally if I've overdone it, where, like, I stayed on the stationary bike for far too long, it's, like, self-corrected itself, either through me continuing to stay active, stretch, I gotta stretch more on my own time, and just, like, through walking in general, you know, like, that's been very, very helpful. But the fact that it's been, like, on and off again, either that's part of, like, my self-diagnosis of piriformis syndrome, where that's just, like, you kind of have to find a way to, like, manage it. There really isn't, like, a cure or anything. And I have to come up with, like, a plan. And I feel like that does involve my personal trainer, occasionally the physical therapist, and maybe a massage therapist. So, welcome to my life with piriformis problems. So, part of me thinks he's going to see the note and he's going to be clever enough to try to help me out during Aquafit, which working out in the pool is good for your back. Because even, like, because here's the thing, right? I could feel it. You feel it in your butt. Can we talk about people's butts on YouTube? I don't know. But you feel it there, and I felt it there Monday as I started to walk home, and I went, oh no, like, I was on the bike for too long. And then, like, I started to feel fine. I'm like, alright, it's gonna, you know, work itself out. And then Tuesday, it was middle towards the end of Tai Chi, I was like, uh-oh, why does my lower back hurt? Like, we have a little situation here. And, I could feel it in my butt, and I'm going, oh no. And it was, like, a little uncomfortable, and I'm just, like, trying to, like, follow along, you know, at the end with the meditation portion of Tai Chi, and I just couldn't focus. I'm just like, owie, and I go, thank goodness I just met Kimberly, the masseuse. She's a masseuse, there's a few, and she might be an esthetician or something, I don't know, I don't know, so then I'm like, ooh, I could always book something with her, and then she could, like, get all the knots out of my body. Just, like, I need help, because there's been, like, a lot of emotional stuff happening in my life. Not to me personally, but like it's the triple ripple effect, you know? Hopefully I'm making sense because I'm not going to go into it. It's just, it's a SHIT show. But anyways, yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all updated. And, hopefully things feel better. I feel like I was going to say a lot more, but this video is probably like a year long. Anyways, thanks for watching. And as always, till next time, don't forget to keep it quirky.